Anything you will do well is a thing you must learn about continuously. There's no time you will say you know it all and it will not go ugly. That is why marriage is not an organization. Marriage is a union of two organisms, not an organization. That makes it more precarious because this organism is growing, this one is growing, but they have to be together. If it's an organization, the Zenith Bank over there is always there, the GT Bank over there is an organization. Then there is a rule. The time to come to the office, they all know. But in marriage, it's a little bit different. It's a little bit different. It's an organism that will be giving birth to so many organisms, surrounded with so many organisms of different feeling, different mentality, different interests, different affection. It can be very funny. But if you open yourself for learning, you keep on growing to become better and you take responsibility. That's why I'm very glad to see little children, youth, teenagers around. They are learning now. Marriage is not about what you know alone. It's about what you do. Marriage is not about what you hear today. It's about the culture you form with what you learn. That is why listening to teaching on marriage must be continuous. It will change your culture. Some people just believe that women are bad. It's their culture. Until they change that culture, they will believe that women are bad. Some people believe that men are bad. So we need to change this culture. And to change this culture, we need to obey the rule of the Bible, the rule of the Almighty about marriage. That is why, since yesterday, we've been talking about rule. I will mention some of the rule again, then I will now zero down on one. Those of us that have the book already, you will see the rules with you. One of the first rule I mentioned was the manufacturer rule. The second rule I mentioned was the inner matching rule. The third rule was serious agenda rule. The fourth rule is merchant rule. Merchant. Merchant are the people that will leave Abeokuta. They will go to Lagos to go and bring clothes. Some people will go to the north to go and buy yam. They are merchant. Some people will leave this place, go to Lagos to go and buy shoes. People in Lagos, they will leave Lagos, they will go to Turkey to go and buy clothes. If you go to Idumata, some of them will have 10 trucks with container. Their warehouse will be as big as this place. They go to Turkey. Some will go to China. They go everywhere. They are merchant. They bring something to the city. Then we pay them. They go again. In a merchant rule for marriage, you must always have something you bring on the table. Something you bring into your marriage. You must not just be somebody that sits down, that eats. Anybody that's rich in this city, check him. He's a merchant. He has some people, what they bring to Abeokuta is a iron rod. Some people, they bring Dangote cement. Some people, it can be weave form, just weave form that they will bring. Everybody that has some people is flour. My mother used to sell sugar and flour in Ondo. She will always bring sugar, flour, and you will see bakers that has bakeries. They will come and buy in cash, on credit. They will come and buy because she was a merchant. In every marriage that will be good, two of them must be what? Merchant. You must never be a dependent person, that your life is depending on your spouse and you don't have something your spouse is depending on you. Marriage must be interdependent. That's what they call merchant rule for marriage. Remember Proverbs 31. The Bible said that woman will go far to go and bring something. You go to the merchant. The Bible mentioned the word merchant. So merchant rule. Another one is relational rule. You must be ready to relate. If you want a great marriage, you must relate. If you want a great marriage, you must always remember that marriage is a relationship. We must relate. Do you know that we have some husband and wife that will be at home? They don't talk to each other except it is necessary. Except it is necessary. They can't gist, they can't jest, they can't play. Relationship is awkward. In a great marriage, you talk to each other even when there's nothing to say. You gist, you jest, you play together, you touch, you say repa together. What is the English word for erepa? Huh? Thank you, my daughter. What is it? They play rough. I love that. They play rough together. So daddy and mommy must play rough. Praise the Lord. But many of you didn't play rough. You are too clean to play rough. So my daughter said we should play rough. That is it. You play together. You beat each other. Edeba, you didn't even hug him a little. You just sat down there. Yeah, but I'm telling you, Ajari. You relate. You toss. You peg. It's a you know what? Yes, sir. Immediately you abandon the relationship that is in marriage. Marriage become a cramp. What destroys marriage is we abandon the relationship. The brother and sister. Sit here, King Setemi. Many of you talk about only something that is necessary. You don't play. Tomorrow will be now a very new dimension because you are going to play. You are going to play rough. You are going to talk. We are going to build the foundation of your marriage from tomorrow. And it will be too dynamic. So relational rule. By the time you read the book, you will know how to how to use the relational rule in your marriage. Another one is called fitness rule. What do I call it? Fitness. What do I call it? Fitness rule. If your marriage must be okay, if your marriage must be all right, you must obey the fitness rule. If the fitness rule is not being obeyed, marriage will begin to become sick. People will begin to fight, unnecessary fights. I want to open that fitness rule. Okay, this one is marriage improvement. Another rule is marriage improvement rule. Please, write that down. Marriage improvement rule. Marriage improvement rule states that you have to be committed to anything and everything that will improve your marriage. You have to be constantly and doggedly committed to anything and everything that will improve your marriage. If you don't do them, you will be doing things that will destroy your marriage unknowingly. You have to be doggedly committed to things that you know this thing will improve my marriage. You know it. If you don't know it, sit down with your wife. I think we'll be able to do that tomorrow. We ask each other, what do you think can improve this marriage? Yes, sir. I think at times you think you know. But what is in her mind is different. But what is in her mind is different. You are not a bad husband, but there's something she's looking for that she's not finding yet. So when you know marriage, think that she think can improve this marriage, you say your own, and both of you begin to practice it. Both of you begin to practice it. One man said, one day he was talking like that, and the wife said, he said, why are you always angry with me? My wife said, what normally make me happy, you don't do it again. Husband said, what's making you happy that I'm not doing again? I pay school fees, I pay house rent, I do a lot of things. What is it? I buy clothes for you. The woman said, when we just got married, if I'm cooking, you will stay with me in the kitchen. At times you will hold me by the back like this as I'm cooking. The man said, hey, whoa, but you never told me that you like it. When you didn't say you like it, that's why I stopped. Say, I like it. So you remember when you are in the kitchen, I will be giving you fish, you will be eating. I will be giving you meat, you will be eating. And we'll be talking. And at times you just hold me by the back like this, and I will still be cooking. Say, I like it, oh. Then you stop. Now, she now said, I thought it's because you now hate me. That is why you stop. Can you see devil? Can you see devil? Marriage improvement what? Improvement what? You must know it. You must know it. To you, man, what can improve this marriage? You will say it tomorrow to my pastor. To you, it may be that you are writing something. You are writing something. She will always sit down with you. Or you are eating. But if you just like it. Suddenly she stopped. We have to read one more. We have to read baby. Huh? The children has taken the place. The children has taken the place. Marriage improvement what? Yes, sir. That's the reason why the first court is very filled up. Many people know what improved their marriage. At times you just imagine more person from was in Bisi. So the money some it may just be I love the man sonny by women. Am I talking? It may be I love you. It may be that when she's going, you beat her bonbon, you run away, you play with her. Suddenly you stop. Later you stop. I need to require one more to one left. You may have reason for it, but it's hurting her. I want you to say marriage is not difficult. We just need to know the rule. Is it difficult? It's not difficult. When you stop, what normally make a vehicle to move? What will happen to the vehicle? What will happen? It will stop. There are 3 liquid or 4 liquid that must be in the car. The first one is fuel. The second one is engine oil. The third one is water. The children will not know. Water must be there. Fuel must be there. Oil must be there. Water. Then we are talking about brake oil. We are talking about brake oil. I think we still have an engine, what we call it, gear oil. Huh? Transmission, thank you. All these things, they must be there. And you will discover that periodically we have to change them. We have to replace them. Almost every day we check the water level. We replace it. Oil, almost every other month, we change the oil. Almost every 3-4 days, we fuel the car. That's what keeping the car moving. Here's how we are Tadra. Either you are a bishop or you are a pope. This fuel, oil, this fluid must be in the car. Ma and sas. These are the things that keep your marriage moving. There must be fuel in it. There must be oil in it. There must be water in it. Or pray, fast, So when they tell me, Pastor, then marriage a break, I say marriage of anybody can break any time, no matter whom you have. Yes, sir. Your driver can have a better marriage than you if the driver is putting what is supposed to be in that marriage into the marriage. Am I learning something? Yes, when you are, thank you. We said it yesterday that marriage can be sweet, but you must be the one adding the sugar. Make a pick in your. Marriage can be sweet, but whom will be adding the sugar? Ma'am, sister, tobe yin ba dùn. Ó dùn nítorí pé ẹgbààwẹ̀ lánàá àtàdúrà ni. Báwo lọ́bẹ̀ yẹn ṣe dùn? Ẹ fi iyọ̀ sí ní àti magí. Bẹ́ẹ̀ di marriage o. Somebody say, my marriage is bad. There's no bad marriage anywhere. There's no bad marriage. We can only have two bad people giving their marriage bad name. Ọ̀rọ̀ marriage yìí ti sú mi. Rárá, ọ̀rọ̀ tí yín gan ti sú mi. You are the one. So there's nothing called marriage good or bad. It is people inside of it that are either bad, stupid, foolish, illusional, delusional, ignorance, professional foolishness. In so many, so marriage is neutral. What is marriage? It is what? It is neutral. It is neutral. So it is what you bring into it. You can bring ewuro into it, and you can bring sugar, you can bring honey into it. So that is what is called marriage improvement rule. Then we have the one we call marriage fitness rule. Marriage fitness rule. That one, apart from that, your marriage can be all right, your marriage need to be fit. Some people are in church today, they are healthy, but they are not fit. If we say all of us should go out now and trek to that petrol station over there, then you will know who is fit, who is not fit. If I say everybody, let's jump up 21 times, by the time we finish, you will see some people. And we have some people that can trek from this place to government house. Am I correct? They can trek. And they will still get there, they will still be doing like this. All of us are healthy. So when you see two couples whose marriage are good, their marriage is good. But when tension comes, you will know the marriage that is fit. When wahala comes, when suddenly both of them, the two husbands, they lost their job, no money for 3 months, you will know the marriage that is what? That is fit. Some people are not, some marriage are not fit, but they are managing. They are managing. So don't just improve your marriage, make your marriage fit. So how can the marriage be fit? One of the terms is commitment to change. You must be committed to change. Every time you are ready to improve. You are okay, okay, we need to read this book. Okay, you are ready to change. Your husband said this, okay, your woman said this. Many people, if they are not committed to change, when change comes suddenly, it destabilizes them. That's why you say deacon and deaconess, a pastor and his wife, they are doing fine until one of their children died. And they never recover until the marriage broke. Because they are never fit to hold each other in adversity. So they began to abuse each other. They began to abuse each other and fight, and they never recover. Because they are not committed to change. And another thing in that area, and you have to be committed to the fact that you can never change your husband. You can never. You can never. Even we that are parents, you know that you cannot change your adult children. You know, sir. You can't. You can't change your adult children. You know it. Despite the fact that you now want to change somebody that's 48, 52. Some women are like that. They want to change their husband. Remove your shoes, shoe. They fight and fight. That's when they become a nag. Any woman that is a nag is a woman that wants to change the husband by force. And nagging has never changed a man anywhere in the world. It will only frustrate the man out of that marriage. Marriage, fitness, rule. Is somebody learning something? Another one is consistency rule. Consistency rule. Consistency rule is a rule that states that maintaining a healthy and successful marriage require ongoing efforts, activities, and commitment from both partners. We mention marriage fitness rule. You don't do it in 1 month and stop the second month. We spoke about marriage improvement rule. You don't do it for 3 months and stop. It's a lifetime thing. That's why people that kept on coming to this kind of meeting, they are wise, they are smart. Some people think their marriage is now 31 years. Yes, sir. With your age in marriage, have you learned something since yesterday, sir? Have you learned new thing? How old is your marriage, daddy? 44. Can you put your hand together for them? After 44, you see Baba still writing. You see Mama with book. 44 years. 44 years. Marriage, anybody marriage. To marriage, 44 years. But they still learn something. I have a student that just graduated for our marriage school. I think they are 46 or 47 years in marriage. But mama pari olowo baba wa school. Olowo baba wa. Now they are the youngest. They always say they are the youngest students of our school now. Any of our program, they will be there. Any of their children, in fact, the mama of that mama, 122-year-old, mama was program. They will bring mama. They bring mama to the program. 122 years. Was still learning. Even at that stage, consistency. There's no time your marriage will enter into rest, that the rest will be enough that you will rest from learning. You must keep on learning. And consistently, if you discover that your husband likes one particular food, you begin to do it consistently. You discover that this babe, she likes you to take her out. You like to take her out, then you take her out consistently. You take her out. I've never seen a woman who doesn't want to be taken out. Everybody. In fact, the food that is always tasty most in the mouth of a woman, am I correct? Hotel or eatery, it's always tasty. That kind of thing, men, go and do it consistently. I come and pick you. I come and pick you. But it's a pick it on eatery. Eatery to one Louis. That sweet sensation. Food co. Say food co want me buy. Chicken Republic. Children, which one? Super food. Say, unfortunately, they will not take you with them more. When they want to go, it's only daddy and mommy when they are dating. But once in a while, they will take children too for, they call it family outing. The day you want to date your wife, it's only you and your wife. It's only you. And the children will even know, but daddy and mommy are dating today. Daddy and mommy. And at times, That's another rule. We call it rule 222. Write it down. We call it rule 222. Rule 222. What is rule 222? Rule 222 states that you take your wife out regularly every 2 weeks on dates. Every 2 weeks on dates. Every 2 months on one night out. Every 2 years on a long vacation. Every 2 weeks, 2 months, and every 2 years. Rule kinio, rule 222. Women, do you like that? Hey, Damilon, women, do you like that? Aha. They will like it. The Lord will provide for you. Now, let me now assure you that taking your wife out is not expensive. Is it expensive? Is it expensive? It's not. Daddy, or down. Daddy, and money get down. Mommy, loan down. Daddy, or down. Taking your wife out is not as expensive as taking a girlfriend out. Am I talking? Am I talking? If you have not paid student school fees and your wife knows the amount of money in your account and you took her out, you will just discover that she will be buying things small. Till today, if I take my wife out, as we are going out, by the time we finish buying the food, they will say, what kind of drink? She will say, no drink. They will say, what about water? They will say, no water. The first time she did it, I never worry. As soon as we get to our table, Money, why will you do this? Only 50 naira loan raile, 200 naira non 31. Only at again hello, 150 call our meji making 300 naira. Some pay accountant in your woman, a chartered accountant, only one pay for work gidi. But today, when we just got married, we will go to Mr. Biggs of those days. We buy rice. My wife will not allow her to buy chicken. Allow me chicken lay. Then we pack it and go home. Our daily allow your chicken no be. Afisorie. Will a girlfriend do something like that? Huh? If I told my pay, owo leti fe deal. Ati mo ba se ma san. Ati mo ba se ma san. Christian women are great economists. If you're a good man, they know your financial status. They will help you to plan. But if you carry girlfriend, somebody say, by the time you get to the table, they will say, hey, say any 5 alive. Hey, I like 5 alive. What about Martina? Sawama, they have for father, fried rice. Feed your love, see. If you buy everything, but on the table, our everything, half. Half. It's prophesying into your life that is eating your life halfway. But Christian women, godly women, they will always think. They don't just, you don't give your ATM card to a girlfriend. They will help you to spend 3 months' salary in a day. But when your wife knows the amount of money in that account, the amount of bill that you need to pay, and the ATM is with her, she will be very careful. Rule 222. Another one is rule THHK. Rule THHK. Rule THHK. Níbo lọkọ yín sálọ báyìí? Níbo lọkọ yín sálọ? Ṣé nítorí pé mo ní kó gbé yín jáde ló fi sálọ? Ó fẹ́ wá bá mi ń bí báyìí. Rule THHK. T means touching. If your wife is beside you, can you touch your wife? If your wife is beside you, can you touch your wife? Touching. Another one is holding. If your wife is beside you, can you hold your wife? Can you hold your wife? Touching is quite different from holding. Touching, holding, hugging, If your wife is beside you, can you hug your wife? If your wife is beside you, if your husband is beside you, can you hug your husband? Touching, holding, hugging, and kissing. Touching, holding, hugging, and what? That's what they call rule THHK. Let's say it again. Rule THHK. Now, listen to this. Science proof to us that the more you touch each other, the less you fight. The more you touch each other, yes, sir. When you hug your wife, can you hug somebody and be cursing the person? Hug me very well. Hug me very well. Is it possible? No. The more you hug, the more you connect. Now, what many of you are pursuing in marriage is peace. And peace is not good. The state of peace is not good for your marriage. What many of you are pursuing in marriage is unity. Thank you, Daddy. The state of unity is not good for your marriage, not the best for your marriage. Do you want to hear me very well? Should I repeat it? The state of peace is not the best for your marriage. The state of unity is not the best for your marriage. What is the best for your marriage? The state of joy. The Bible did not say you should have peace with your wife. Only have peace with all men. But when he was talking about wife, Daddy, Ecclesiastes chapter 9 verse 9. How did he quote it? Ecclesiastes chapter 9 verse 9. Can I get it? Shall we read it together? Live joyfully with the wife that you love. It didn't say live peacefully. Esa, a lot of Okwatiyawo, they are living peacefully. Baba yin ti ń bọ̀ o. Mi ò fẹ́ wàhálà baba yin o. Ẹ má wèrè baba yin o. Ẹ pa tẹlifíṣàn yìí. Ẹ ta ló tan fáànù yìí. Ẹ pa fáànù yìí. Ẹ̀yin ìwọ bó ṣe ń wò mí o ti kàwé ẹ látàárọ̀. Ó ní mọ́mì mo ti kàwé. Ó ní gbéwé ẹ. Ó ní mọ́mì mo ti kàwé. Ó ní tó bá níwèé tó fẹ́ kà lọ máa ka dictionary. Samaka ó mọ baba yin o. Ó mọ baba yín o. Wọ́n ló ti dé MKO Abiola Stadium náà. Ó ń bọ̀ láti Èkó. Èmi ò fẹ́ wàhálà o. Ẹ bá gbéwé. Àwọn ọmọ náà gbéwé. Bàbá bá wọlé. Everybody àwa quiet. Gbogbo ilé àmọ́ òun náà wọ kàn án. Ó sì máa pariwo. Ta ló gbé kiri sí bẹ́ẹ̀? Àwọn wẹ̀rẹ̀ wọlé sí kiri kan. Ẹ má bínú sà. Ẹ má bínú sà. My food oúnjẹ mi dà. Omi o. Dagunlabi. Ẹkùn ọkọ Jùmọ̀kẹ́, Commander-in-Chief for Family Forces, kò sé kàn lójú. Wow, aṣọ̀rọ̀ kọlù bí ògiri àìrẹ́. Bàbá nìyẹn. And in as much as the woman knows how to keep peace, there will be what? There will be peace. Tó bá ní máa jó mẹ́, a máa jó, máa fò sókè, a máa fò sókè. There will be peace. But will there be joy? There will be no joy. So, the state of fighting. So marriage can be bad, marriage can be good, marriage can be great. Bad marriage, Emma fight back, so there will be no peace. Good marriage, she will keep peace. Great marriage, they talk out, they play, THK, Rule 222, then they have joy. In a great marriage, when the husband is traveling, the wife finds it so difficult to say bye-bye. In some marriages, to ba lon travel, Olúwa ṣeun. Say ọ̀sọ̀ọ̀sẹ̀ méjì máa tó ẹ lè sọ̀sù méjì lọ́hùn. Ẹ farabalẹ̀ ní village kẹ́ lè ṣiṣẹ́ yẹn dáadáa. Ẹ farabalẹ̀. He that is troubling Israel is traveling. That's a good marriage, so to say. But anytime one church, everyone that you also, everyone that you say, everyone that you can like in marriage, Mr. and Mrs. Ajayi, it's a peaceful marriage, not a joyful one. In a joyful marriage, your marriage is full of comedy. Comedy. Edge of all barayi. Mama say referee. Benny. Set your garayi no do how do they normally look? They laugh. They laugh. At times my daughter will say, Mommy, you are not holding your husband very well. Hold your husband very well. Hold your husband very well. Hold your husband very well. I taught in the church about rule 222. When we finished, my daughter came to me and said, Daddy, you have no rule 222 your wife for some time. When are you taking her out? They are looking at you. Then I said, marriage should not be in state of unity. Am I correct? Marriage should be in the state of intimacy. 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 And my daddy that was looking at me the other time is not here for him to hear me balancing it. Where is he? Marriage must not be in a state of peace, but in the state of Tebade burial ground. There's always peace there. Am I correct? Everybody, everywhere, quiet. But Tebade dig down just 6 feet. Some marriages are like that. The state of peace, the state of unity. But you are not happy with each other. And it's still a state of unity. You can hold hands, but your mind is far away from each other. That is state of unity. But what God wants for your marriage is the state of what? Is state of what? What is intimacy? Intimacy. Intimacy. The state where you don't have any secrets. You don't have any hidden agenda. You are not only showing your nakedness, you are showing the nakedness of your heart. You are showing the nakedness of your spirit. In a state whereby your wife, your husband knows you 100%. They can predict what you will do. You can predict what she will do. That is the state of intimacy. And until you perform many of these rules, your marriage at best will be peace. For example, we are not fighting, but we are not touching each other. You can never get to the state of intimacy without touching. You are not touching each other. Many people, the only time they touch each other is when they want to go to London. London without visa. That's the only time they touch each other. You see your wife in the afternoon, in the morning, talk, kutemba Adedoru, ama fasket your molomo yeah. Long ama lo lebe ani to ni kelembe lo fun. Ama rerin odi. You didn't play with her in the afternoon. You didn't play with her in the evening. You didn't play with her. You will be having sex, but there will be no love making. There will be no what? I won't talk in that area. Emma Gboro Lola. We are going to talk tomorrow. I want mommy want to see. Tomorrow? Should I open my mouth tomorrow? I go talk. Say most of are born again after tomorrow. To read Mobasoro Lola, many of you will think I'm not born again. Then number one, matriculation number one, I'm going to say things so that you will stop from just being united. You will get to the level of intimacy. You will stop for just being peaceful, but get to the level of being joyful. Now, let me round it off. I've mentioned, how many rules have I mentioned? How many rules have I mentioned? Okay, let me mention one. I will now focus on the one I want to talk about today. There's another one, quality rule. What do I call it? Quality rule. Quality rule. If you want a great marriage, You must obey the quality rule. Mediocrity in marriage is determined about the quality of what you are bringing into that marriage. So how do I mean? If you want good marriage, it is not just you are playing together, but you are playing in a quality way. It's not just that you are talking, but you are having quality discussion. At times my wife and I, we will talk, and 1 a.m., 2 a.m., we are still talking. At a stage, we say, I'm a lobby cellular. And then lobby cellular, we talk. So one of the things to obey the quality rule is your quality, the quality of your relationship with God is number one. If you are a church goer, you will have a church goer marriage. If you are a genuine child of God serving the Lord, it will reflect in your marriage. Number two, it's quality of your friendship. Quality, it's not about the friend you are having outside now, but the quality of friendship between you and your wife. Do you know that some husband and wife, they are not friends? They are not friends. Some are not enemy, they are not friends. So I don't know what they are. They are just husband and wife. Quality of your what? Of your friendship. Number three, quality of your communication. Quality of your communication. Communication. Ejo sọ̀rọ̀. Ejo ṣeré. Then quality of your playfulness. Bẹ́ẹ̀ lè jọ bára ṣeré. Bẹ́ẹ̀ lè bára yín tage. Your husband touches you, you touch him back. Kì í ṣe pé fọwọ́ kàn ẹ fi mí lẹ̀ tún bẹ̀rẹ̀ nìyẹn o. Mo mọ bí tẹ́ ń lọ. Níbo ló ń lọ tó lè tẹ̀lé? Níbo ló ń lọ? Ẹ̀yin tẹ́ ń rẹ́ yẹn kọ́ ló ń dáríjì yín torí ẹ mọ tí mò ń wí. Níbo ló ń lọ tó lè tẹ̀lé? Wọ́n ti fọwọ́ kàn o mọ bí tó ń lọ. Quality of playfulness. Quality of playfulness. Your wife fell on you and aboya wèrè ni. Nǹkan ṣe ni. Ṣé mo pa àwọn ọkùnrin kan máa sọ bẹ́ẹ̀? Aboya wèrè ni. Ǹjẹ́ wo la bẹ̀rẹ̀ geography tá ń ya map? Quality of friendship. Quality of playfulness. Quality of time together. Quality of time together. At times, public holiday, only say me one HSC gate you are just together. You are just together. So husband and wife, they can't do it. They can't stay together for 2 hours without fighting. You can't share. 2 hours. And you were never friends. You are never friends. Anything that happened to me, by the time I get back home, I will download everything. Emi to one man download, but my wife, Tí àwọn mi bá wo film, mi ò ní àti wò mọ́. A sọ film yẹn fún mi pẹ̀lú soundtrack. Bang 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 bang. And I will listen. And my lord. She called me my lord. My lord, I want to tell you something funny. Said kini ẹ wá funny o. Kò funny o. Màá rẹ́rìn tó bí wípé. I want to tell you something that is funny. It's more be what? It's anything màá rí gan wọ́n á tún máa pọ̀ náà lẹ́nu pé is it nǹkan mi ò lóun fẹ́ sọ joke kan fún mi or kìíní kan ó ti sọ more than 10 times bẹ́ẹ̀ tó ti gbàgbé. But still màá sì rẹ́rìn. I will create it. That's marriage. That's what? Tíyàwó yín bá máa ń sin àwọn èèyàn jáde tó bá ti dóríta lé yín á wá dúró 2 hours bẹ́ẹ̀ wọ́n máa sọ̀rọ̀ kò rẹ́ni bá sọ̀rọ̀ ńlé nìyẹn kò rẹ́ni bá sọ̀rọ̀ ọ̀rẹ́ ẹ̀ wá á wá sin o tó bá ti wá dóríta wọ́n á wá dúró ọ̀rẹ́ mi wọ́n á wá 1 hour 2 hours wọ́n á máa sọ pé ẹ lọ́ bá mi pè ya yín wá ẹ lọ́ bá ní ẹ bá sọ fún dáàdì pé mò ń bọ̀ náà Mumbo now. Go check in right sorrow. They can download. Because communication is a need for every woman. Communication is a what? A need for every woman. And that communication is not about the stock exchange and economy of Nigeria. Things that are not relevant. Yawo and Dikin Ojo, Otuti Lunyu, baby one just 2 months. Youth here, I think we only want together. It's like they are going out together, gisting upon gisting, jesting upon jesting. And when a woman have ears to listen, she won't stop talking and she will be fulfilled with you. And if she's not listening to you, anybody that's listening to her in the office may be sleeping with her. I can feel comfortable with the person. Even when she's menstruating, when she's having menstrual cramp, when a woman gets to that level that they can tell it to a man, that woman is gone now.